Today we are exploring California's tallest bridge. Towering at 730 feet, it is currently the fourth tallest bridge in the United States, and was the second highest bridge in the world at the time it was built in 1973. While it has lost that status, it is still the world's largest cantilever bridge. Hollywood has also taken notice and filmed one of the greatest movie stunts ever to be filmed on the big screen right here on the Foresthill Bridge in Northern California. The bridge can be seen in the beginning of the 2002 film XXx, in which Vin Diesel's character is seen driving a stolen red Corvette off of it, then jumping from the car mid-flight and parachuting down to the bottom of the American River Canyon. It also appears in the montage sequence towards the end of the 2009 romantic comedy, The Ugly Truth, starring Katherine Heigl and Gerard Butler. Follow us as we hike the Clementine Trail underneath the Foresthill Bridge and up to the Instagram famous Lake Clementine Dam. Learn the history along the way and why this trail should have been hundreds of feet underwater and never existed. Please remember to always like and subscribe if you enjoy our content and want to see more. The Lake Clementine Trail begins here next to the parking lot on the north side of the old curved Foresthill Bridge that we were walking across now. The trail is a 4.4 mile round trip out and back and is about 602 feet of elevation. It costs $10 to park, so make sure you grab a spot and pay for the fee at the small ranger station. The Foresthill Bridge was originally built to span over a planned reservoir resulting from a proposed dam on the North Fork of the American River in the mid-1970s. The dam would have been built about 3 miles south of the Foresthill Bridge, and everything from that point to the Clementine Dam would be under a massive lake, resulting in this whole trail being underwater. The reservoir was estimated to raise the water level to 600 feet to the top of the cement piers, leaving the bridge just above water level. Foundation work continued until about 1977, when an earthquake on the fault believed to be dormant near Oroville raised seismic concerns about Auburn. The studies did confirm similar faults under the Auburn site, making the thin arch design inappropriate. A redesigned dam that would have been seismically safe was way beyond the federal budget. And so the economics is really what killed the Auburn Dam. Besides spanning the reservoir that never came to be, the bridge has become safer and easier to reach the historic gold mining town of Foresthill, about 17 miles from Auburn. A retrofit project began in January of 2011. It included a new paint job, earthquake-proof structural stability, and an increased height of the outer railing from 4 to 8 feet, with an estimated cost of $74.4 million. The original bridge cost less than $13 million. The project work scope included removal and replacement of existing structural steel elements, placement of rock anchors, bigger steel connector plates, and transverse keys for piers 2 and 3 to make the bridge stronger under seismic activity. They used over 220,000 new bolts. We have now reached the halfway mark, and the trail starts to head uphill for the next 3/4 of a mile. The uphill is not too bad since it is well shaded, and the sun's not beating on you. Just take your time and make sure you take in all the views. This is the site of the original river crossing. There were 3 different bridges here from 1852 to 1911, including a wooden toll bridge. The road was known as Yankee Jim's Turnpike, and it led to the towns of Yankee Jim and Iowa Hill. In 1911, a steel bridge was built at the crossing closer to the beginning of the trail at the 1/4 mile mark. You can still see the concrete foundations that stand today. This steel bridge lasted until 1955 when the old Forest Hill concrete bridge was built. In the late 1800s, Yankee Jim's was a popular mining area, and Forest Hill was yet to be developed. In 1875, the original toll bridge was replaced with a wooden covered bridge. In the 1870s, tolls on the bridge ranged from 6 cents for a cow to 50 cents for a horseman, and up to $1 for a wagon and 2 horses. Lake Clementine is now used exclusively for public recreation. The dam was built in 1938 by the Army Corps of Engineers in order to collect sediment and debris from the upriver mining. The dam rises 150 feet above the foundation and has a crest elevation of 718 feet. On Labor Day 1973, the Foresthill Bridge opened for the first time to the public. The bridge dedication was held with a Democrat donkey and a Republican elephant, symbolizing that both sides can come together to accomplish great feats of modern marvel engineering.